Good evening, everyone. I'm your host, Jason Myles, and welcome to the year-end episode of This is Revolution Podcast. This is the last time that the main crew is going to be here live. We do have some guest hosts coming up this week. We're doing some best ofs next week. Excited for that. Excited to put that together. I think we're going to have you guys vote on some of those. At least we were supposed to. I don't know if Toussaint put the post up, but we're going to have some TIR people and some friends of show popping in and out tonight. No champagne room, as this is a holiday party open to the public. And with me, I have, I almost said sidekick, and I don't want her to walk from New York to kick me in the nuts. Please welcome the faceless voice of reason, the M2
Hello. Nice to be here.
I think we should say a big old happy birthday to our brother who couldn't be here this evening. Today is Pascal Robert's birthday. So everyone, give a fat ass shout out to my homie, my dog, the Pascal Robert. Wishing him.
How old is he?
56.
56.
We're taking calls tonight, guys.
Yes, we are.
We're going to be doing champagne room shenanigans, shit talking, and then taking calls. So if you guys want to say some serious stuff in between the shit talking, feel free.
It's Dr. Claw's birthday, too.
Is it really?
Yep. Birthday twins.
I need proof. We need to see ID. What if his ID looked like Dr. Claw's ID from Inspector Gadget, with just the chair? You know who else is with us, guys? Who joined in early because he's a responsible adult? You may know him from the Varn vlog. We know him from Varn. Eric Varn.
Hello, hello.
Happy Hanukkah to you and yours.
Thank you. It's over.
Well, I didn't see you. I figured you were Hanukkahing on Hanukkah, so I didn't want to bother you. But you were Hanukkahing out.
Yeah, Hanukkah. Lighting candles for the Hasmoneans. So
You
here's
know,
the Hasmoneans.
and you're taking pictures of yourself stoned on Instagram.
Was not stoned. This is a myth.
You need to have a picture of your face and a drug test because I vote stoned. I was just really tired. That's what all high teenagers say.
I'm also not a teenager. Last time I checked, I think I'm almost your age.
Dude, to think about, someone posted a thing online and it said, you want to feel old? The Traveling Wilburys look like the oldest band in the world. And it was like, it showed their ages when they started that group. And I think the oldest person was like 42 or 43. And I was like, I thought those dudes were all 60.
Yeah, although back in the 80s where everybody like basically smoked like a chimney and, I don't know, rubbed in something to intensify the UV rays on their skin. Like I was watching like the age of like people from the mid-season of Cheers, and I'm like, I'm 10 years older than all of them. Holy shit.
Doesn't that trip you out to MT? Do you ever get tripped out on stuff like that? I know you're so young. It doesn't really get to you, Like, what do they say? Like, Back to the Future happened now, it'd be happening in the 90s. You go back to the 90s.
That's crazy. The Jetsons too. I'm talking to you on a Visiphone.
I saw a clip. You remember this cartoon, Derek, Thundar the Barbarian?
Oh yes, I remember all your Hanna-Barbera grades. Yes, I watched Thundar in like '87.
Dude, when it said in the year 1994, I was like, oh my god, we're so old.
God, there's so many movies I watched from the '70s that were like post-apocalyptic 1997, and I was
Blade Runner.
Yeah, I know.
The year is 2019. Like, what?
We have a super chat in CLP. I don't know what that is.
40 equals 60 in cocaine years. Yeah, that's fair.
That is fair. And those guys definitely came up in the cocaine years. Someone says boomers like Jason. If anyone calls me a boomer, you better say it to my face and please have your dukes up.
Ooh, those fighting words.
I can't stand it. It's just such a fucking. I don't even think it's funny as a joke. I fucking hate generational thinking. Oh, you're old. That means you suck. That's what old people said.
I'm sorry, I was born in a time where people still had executive function.
Speaking of old people, actually, wait, I think we did I queue it up? Because I had been having so much internet issues, I haven't been able to like queue this thing up. Oh, yeah, hold on, let me queue it up.
Okay.
MT found the clip of the year for me and the show. This clip for me, I don't. How long did we riff on this clip?
For months.
And you know what's funny? Derek made fun of me before we started the show. Derek goes, "Oh, every time Jason talks like a New Yorker, he sounds Jewish." And I was like, "No, Derek, I'm racist."
Yeah, and then I told you were doing a Finkelstein impression minus the frog.
Minus the frog. So Hi says, "Oh, sorry, don't do it again." Hi, man, I'm fucking with you. You can do whatever you want to do. Like, not gonna affect me.
Yeah, we're not.
I'm not that sensitive. I'm fucking with you.
We're Gen Xers.
I apologize. I apologize for fucking with you, hot mess.
We're nihilists, the Mouthski. Nihilists.
Yeah. Wait. This is actually Derek. You gotta watch this clip. All clip. Right. This clip is from Kanye. This is when Kanye decided to go full on anti-Semite. And this is my favorite Kanye. Is anti-Semite Kanye, and we know there's some callers waiting, and we are going to get to you. So look at this. I can't wait to see the anti-Semite. Derek, I can't wait for you to hear this.
Exhaustion which was misdiagnosed by I'm not going to say what race, what people, doctor, and what hospital, and what media went to. We know I can't say that. It was a Jewish doctor.
Oh, look, it's Protocols of the Elders of Def Jam.
But he's like, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. But he was a Jew.
Okay, this proves my point. So, New Yorker, Jew minus frog. Jew plus frog. That's Jason's accent range.
But doesn't he sound like Larry David complaining right there?
Yes, he does.
I'm not gonna say it was a doctor. It was a Jew. Like, Kanye, how can you be so mad at Jewish people and then try to impersonate them like I do? Like, when
He folded under zero pressure.
zero pressure. He was just like, okay, it was a Jew.
You got me. Ridiculous.
And now APAC is like this.
We coming for you, nigga.
I'm just looking at Derek right now. Derek looks like, they bring me on here. I didn't know this was what it was going to be.
Oh, man. All of a sudden, I'm just imagining Suge Knight hanging out with, like...
Lear Cohen.
Yeah. And, like, the Hebrew Hammer just pops in.
Is Suge coming? Oh, my goodness, Suge's coming. Kushlik says Jason gets someone who laughs with you. You need, yes, Kushlik. You want to read that comment, Toussaint, that Kushlik said? Because I'm going to butcher it.
It's someone who laughs with you like Jason laughs at that clip.
Dude, that clip mixed with Kanye having his weird, like, religious revival cult meeting where he's trying to say that Jews control everything. It's like, Kanye, when did you just fall out of the 80s like that? Like, why do you sound like a white supremacist from 1987?
DJ David Duke.
Yeah, it's just like, what the fuck?
Would you a lot of things?
It's just, you know, second verse, same as the first. Oh, Kanye. Like all these anti-Semitism laws about saying things about Israel and Palestine. And then Kanye comes out and does this and no one says anything.
People want him to go away.
He's never going to go away. He figured out, Kanye and Donald Trump have figured out the Matrix. Can we just be honest about that? They understand that all people want to see is drama. That's it. That's it. That's all people want to see. Oh, speaking of drama, there's so many drama boys in here right now. Please welcome the drama from South America. Oh, did he? Oh, he just fell out. Okay. Well, let's get some drama from the UK. Mean Gene Bajlan is here.
What's up, people?
Look at that ponytail.
Oh, shit. Somebody looks like a fucking Kurdish gangster.
Kurdish
How do you
Thor.
know what Kurdish gangsters look like? Kurdish gangsters.
Tubi movies. Tubi movies have told me everything.
We coming for you, nigga.
That's also Kurdish.
Like, are you sure?
Look at Gene's face.
Sure about that?
You gotta laugh the N-words. He taught Zal to say the N-word. He thought he would just refer to black people by the N-word because of you.
Oh no.
I didn't tell you the story about my oldest son and the
Yeah,
N-word.
I have heard this story, but it's a good story.
My oldest son, I was watching a football game. This had me do two things. Lay off the N-word for a long time until like TIR and Pascal come back in my life. Then every word is but my son and I are watching a football game and I'm just cursing up a storm. And here, I'll mute Tucson. And I said the N-word and my son repeated it after me. And I just looked over at him. I was like, oh, you are too light and too pretty to be talking like this, young man. You're going to find yourself in way too much trouble. I just had to stop saying it because for a while, now he's 20 years old, so he can say what he wants. But is all coming to the wedding in Austin?
Probably not.
So I'm going to have to make a special trip down to Missouri.
The beautiful state of the show me state, right?
I am willing to make a trip to Missouri to have that talk with Zal, to have that LeVar Burton-esque talk with Zal about
sit him down. Well, he's really into Mortal Kombat 2 at the moment, and his favorite character is Jax.
Oh shit!
He loves Jax because he calls Jax Jason Myles. He's like, look, it's Jason Myles on Mortal Kombat. I'm like, I don't think that's Jason Myles.
What's bad is my young son confused me with black people on television as well.
He does, but not in video games. Zal did not confuse you though with DJ from Street Fighter 2 Super Edition.
No, or Balrog on Street
No,
Fighter.
he does like Balrog. He calls him Punch Man.
Well, I think he's here. Let's see if his internet holds up. Camilo Gomez. Camilo, can you hear us? Oh, shit. I think Camilo... Dude, the deep state got Camilo tonight.
The Peruvian deep state.
Speaking of the deep state, let's get this guy in here right now. Please welcome everyone's favorite director of operations on the Death Star, Deep State Cuba.
Hello, everyone. Happy holidays from me. Happy holidays from Summer. And happy holidays from Stormtroopers X4917 to X4218.
I'm really impressed that you learned their numbers.
Well, it's the little things that make the difference.
Exactly. A Christmas card here, remembering their call numbers.
I think they mostly celebrate the Ewok Festival of Life.
Where they eat stormtroopers?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like their Halloween.
Stormtroopers are usually on the menu on the Ewok Festival.
It's their Memorial Day.
It's their memorial.
Well, now stormtroopers know how cows feel. Getting eaten by smaller than them.
Is that why you look that way? Because you're vegan now? Is that your vegan ponytail?
Vegan? No, I don't think I'm a vegan.
I was about to say he's a little bit too whole for that, isn't he?
I mean,
He doesn't have the haggard face yet.
And if I didn't eat meat, I would have starved to death in the Middle East.
Oh,
Yeah, it's true.
so
It would have
sad.
been like bread and falafel.
Bread and falafel. A man cannot live on bread and falafel alone.
I don't know. I kind of did for a couple of months.
Were you sick?
Wouldn't like to be looking after your toilet. That's all I can say.
That's what the shafada's for, the special gun.
Well, speaking of Derek's toilet, we have some phone calls.
Uh-oh.
People want to talk to everyone on the screen. So, Tucson, can you hear me? Tucson,
Yep.
can you hear me?
Yep.
You want to push the first call through?
1 second.
Okay.
All right. calling from an 843 zip code. Sorry, area code. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Is this me?
Oh, Straw McCallum.
Longhorn Stronghorn.
Yeah.
What's going on, Straw?
Well, I just wanted to ask, what happened to the parade after y'all stopped streaming?
Oh, the parade in Mexico. We were able to leave. We were able to finally leave, and we literally just got in our cars and then went home, and then took our trip to Tijuana the next day. But we couldn't find the mythical single moms at the parade that we were looking for. So. Damn, you would think there'd be a couple floating around.
At least now we know that avant-garde Mexican nationalist noise music exists.
Yeah, I've never seen a motorcycle gang start a parade off, but that was a first. And interesting.
I believe that's how they do most parades in Eastern Europe.
Motorcycle gang?
No, Gene is referring to a specifically Russian phenomenon.
Oh, Kuba, what did you say? I'm sorry, what did you say?
There's a motorcycle gang that's directly sponsored by the Kremlin and endorsed by Putin called the Night Wolves. They had a nationalist jamboree in Sevastopol shortly after the annexation of Crimea, and they're led by a giant guy who looks like a terrifying Easterner from medieval European superstition. Yeah, exactly. Who everybody calls the surgeon because he's an actual surgeon.
Oh, they seem like a nice bike gang.
Yeah, they really love Mother Russia.
Don't we all? Huh? Kuba is probably the most sympathetic pole towards the Russians that has ever existed.
Yeah, for real though.
Damn. I will say that the Night Wolves put on a hell of a show.
What about the Polish?
Seriously, crazy awesome.
The Polish cosplayers who cosplay as Americans.
That was funny, actually.
Yes. I am living the dream with Marta.
Is there? Was it a bike gang? There's a bike gang that comes down here every year, and they do like a Toys for Tots thing. And I can't remember. I think it's the Mongols.
Oh, so they are racketeers. Got it. That's what. Yeah.
It was.
If they do Toys for Tots, yeah.
It wasn't like it was like dudes in leather vests that just ride on the weekends.
Weekend dentists.
That's how you know that they're scumbags. Do charity.
I didn't call them anything because I live around here, and I'm afraid that they might catch wind of anything I say. So I called them very nice gentlemen.
And why do you hate the tots?
Very well.
Do you have any New Year's resolutions, Strom, before we let you go? Because we got some calls.
Did you see my YouTube channels back up?
No, was it down?
Yeah, did you see Code Subprime, my video?
No. You want to send us a link?
Check it out.
You want to send us a link so we can put
it?
Okay, we'll send us a link right now.
I'll
Okay, send us a link. So what is your New Year's resolution? We need to know. What's the New Year's resolution before you go?
New Year's resolution? Release some good records and have my YouTube channel growing or something. How about that?
All right. Fuck yeah. All right. Hell yeah, Strom. Have a good holiday, brother. Have a good New Year. Thank you for your support. Gene Bajlan, Kuba, Barn. This is the first time I've been on air with you guys in a very long time. I want to say I miss you guys. I'm so happy to have you guys here in this setting where we can just talk shit.
Well, I want to say I likes you. And we could do this the easy way, or we could do this the hard way. The choice is yours.
Everything relevant about what I think is already in the file.
I wonder, before we take this next call, I'm gonna do this. I'm sorry. Toussaint, I sent you some videos, and I was like, I can't wait to watch these videos with
with the boys.
With the boys. So I found this video. Where's it go?
Oh, you're raising MT.
Did I erase MT?
Yeah, you said the
No, I
boys.
I'm erasing her.
I think that you have a very narrow notion of who can be a boy there, Gene.
Thank you. Good save.
P-O-I-S.
Yes, I see how it is.
So you guys remember those like videos they would show in like health class, like back in the day, like 6th grade? I don't know if they did that for
I was about to say you're talking to a Canadian and a Brit, so I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you this.
Are they the ones with Hal Johnson and Joanne McLeod?
We had to watch a video of a baby getting born in our biology class, and Eddie Bates passed out.
We had this series in Canada. I can't remember what it was called, like Participation or something, with Hal Johnson and Joanne McLeod, and they would tell you how to fit exercises in your busy schedule and how to eat right. And Hal was black, Joanne was white, and I remember thinking, it's like, oh, they're normalizing interracial relationships, even though they aren't married. And then they got married.
Aw.
Yeah, no, they seem like a lovely couple.
This video is literally the most uncomfortable video I've ever seen. And I just want to see and hear the commentary from my very good friends. Because I watched
we're reacting.
Oh, my God.
Oh, excuse me, Ricky. Ricky, I did see what you were doing. It felt good, didn't it? It's all right. We all have feelings like this sometimes. I'm just glad you're doing this in the privacy of your own room. When you're a little bit older, we'll have to talk more about these feelings and what causes them and how we can control these feelings. I'm sorry I intruded on your privacy. I'll be sure to knock next time, okay?
Thanks for the therapy, Mom.
That is so best case scenario.
That is the best case. I remember a friend of mine who will go unnamed told me that, you know, when they were a teenager, and this was a young lady, the parents found her, as they say, proverbially doing something with a pillow, and the parent freaked out and sent her to a psychiatrist.
I would have rather my mom done that than said, "Hey, you like what you're doing? That's good."
I mean, it feels like if you updated the picture quality and got an older boy to play that part, it would be like every Pornhub video. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But I had sex ed in the South, Jason. So mine was more like your penis will catch on fire and
You gotta
will
do the
die of
voice.
gonorrhea.
Well, young man, you put your pee-pee in there and you're going to get gonorrhea for Christmas.
You're gonna get gangrene of the junk,
and God will cry. And then every time you whack one out,
I mean, the kid was under the blanket. He could have just been like, "Oh, I'm just playing with my toys." And don't ever be that calm. Just scream, lose your shit, because now that kid is going to have so many disorders.
Yeah, because he's going to be thinking about his mom.
He's going to be thinking about his mom while he's just fucking slapping.
Mom's going to come in here and give me some like support, some emotional support.
Yeah.
Come on, son, you can do it.
Yeah. It becomes impossible for him to perform without that actually maternal motivation.
Can you talk like my mom?
Poor boy.
Yeah.
Can you tell me I'm gonna miss the bus? That's the only way I
Tell
can
me it's
come.
okay to have these feelings.
Well, Reagan famously referred to Nancy as mommy.
Yeah, gross. Like, is it okay if you wear this turtleneck? It's the only way I can come.
Oh my gosh.
Put on these clogs, baby.
Is it okay if you put these rollers in your hair and wear this house coat? It's the only way I can come.
Yeah, get that cigarette hanging out the side of your mouth there.
And this what would happen if Jason directed Gina Amon.
Can you walk in while I'm masturbating? It's the only way I can come.
I mean, I think you do have to pay extra for that.
Doing the one-handed jihad.
All you have to do is make this 3 hours long and boring, and you'll get like an IFC.
An IFC. What do we call the movie? It has to just be a one-word title. You guys seen the movie Caught? It's a French film. It's so good.
You know, that reminds. Oh, okay. You want to talk about movies that shouldn't exist? Does anyone else remember Kids from like 1994?
Yep.
Oh, Harmony Korine.
Yeah.
They did the Adam and Joe show did a great spoof called Braids, where it was all teddy bears catching braids from each other.
Catching braids.
It's like, oh my God, he's
Yes,
got
instead of
braids.
AIDS.
He's got braids.
He's got braids.
I just love my scared straight sex ed to be couched in a supposedly avant-garde cinema verite movie
About AIDS.
about AIDS.
The kids in the movie Kids were like the worst people I'd ever seen in my life.
They did seem pretty bad.
I was like, you want to see something extreme? Like, do you remember the movie 13 about those girls that turned 13 and they started acting out? But they were really bad until the black kids came along and like the music went doo-doo, doo-doom. And then like, the black dudes like walked by in slow motion. It's like, uh-oh, shit's about to get real now.
It's about to get
This is me crossing Freaknik in 1990.
Can you imagine if your mom would have been there? Darren?
Oh, God. Oh, no.
It's okay to have feelings for black men. That's fine. But you should do it in the privacy of your own room, and we can talk about it some other time.
And I actually go back into the monastery.
Don't we all want to go back to the monastery?
After watching that fucking clip, hell yeah. There's nothing.
That's definitely a return to monkey environment.
Okay. We have some calls. Toussaint, do you want to push the next call through?
Before we do the calls, we have 2 super chats.
Okay.
So here.
Dun, da, da, da.
This one. So Kanye is the backup Trump.
Thank you, Thomas. Is Kanye the backup Trump?
Kanye should play Trump in the next Netflix special on Trump.
Oh my! He should play Trump, but in blackface and make it even funnier.
No,
And he should play Trump, but in whiteface.
In whiteface, like in White Girls.
Oh.
Or Iron Sky.
Iron Sky.
You can incept it. You can have him in whiteface, then in blackface, in whiteface.
It's like
I actually want to see the biopic where Kanye plays Trump and Trump plays Kanye.
Like Gene Wilder and Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
We have another, as Catherine Liu would call us, dirtbag leftist. I was like, Catherine.
Wait, we've got one more
Mom,
before they come
my
in.
bags are clean.
Mom, stop calling me that.
One more super chat. Jason, have you read England Burning about the punk movement?
No, I haven't. But did I say that on air, or was I just saying it to you? That when you had me watch that Puffy thing, I fell asleep, and then I woke up, and then there was a documentary about grunge on.
You told me that.
I was like, holy shit, this Puffy documentary got weird. And I couldn't tell if it was new or not because it was the 90s. And you know how kids nowadays are dressing like the 90s and mullets are ironic.
Right.
but everybody had.
I don't know that they're ironic anymore. I think they may be sincerely.
I don't think they were ever ironic in Southwest Missouri.
You think it was always?
Yeah, but they never went away either in Southwest Missouri.
That's
So.
what I mean. You know, like it's continuity with the past.
Tradition.
Let's bring in Ben and Ben Burgess and Camilo Gomez.
Hi.
There's so many people on the screen. I'm not on the screen. Can you guys hear me?
You are on the screen.
Yeah.
I'm on the screen.
Yeah, you're center square. We need 2 more people and we can play Hollywood Squares.
We should play Hollywood Squares. How do we do Hollywood Squares?
Well, we need 2 more people.
That's a 2024 project.
And then we would have people calling in and playing tic-tac-toe, asking us questions from a trivia stack.
Toussaint, next year? Can you put this in the TIR minutes? Since people are actually privy right now to what is normally one of our staff meetings. Can you put in the TIR minutes that we need to do a Hollywood Squares with all of us on screen, and you comprise the questions, and then we make Doug Lane the host?
Oh man!
Oh, that would be perfect.
He's a host, isn't he?
Like a game show host should be a guy that like an older white guy who is famous for being a host.
Yeah. And then you can have questions like, so which venereal disease did Karl Marx catch in 1871 from his maid?
From his maid.
From his maid.
It was the 70s.
Oh, dude, that would be awesome.
What anti-Semitic term did Karl Marx used to refer to LaSalle, who he didn't like but was sad that died?
Jaime.
No, I can't. I actually know the real answer to that, and I can't say it on here.
Because it's not anti-Semitic; it's anti-black.
It's both. He called him a Jewish N-word.
Whoa!
Yeah. I will say.
Speaking of Jewish N-words,
keep your job, Ben. Keep your job.
Speaking of Jewish N-words.
I mean, I think there's some contextual reason to think.
Oh, look at Ben Burgess, typical dirtbag left. Defending the use of the N-word.
I bet he won't even condemn Hamas.
I already did off air.
That's how I say my prayers.
You start with the land acknowledgement and you end with condemning Hamas.
Oh, every time. I like to,
We got like you ask if you have like a guest over. Oh, do you want to do the Hamas conference?
I wouldn't let Ben come in the house. I'm like, don't you dare step fucking foot in this house until you acknowledge this is Mexican land.
I mean, if you have a stamp in your passport, I think that's acknowledgement enough, right?
No, they don't stamp your passport. They want you to say it. Say it. Say it. Okay, now that we got Ben here and we have Gene here, before we take this, can you tell the people on the phone, Toussaint, just give us one more second, because we're going to give them more shit to laugh about or be angry about. Or be angry about. It could be one or the other. We played our favorite Kanye clip before Kuba and Gene got here. George Santos is... Me and Ben were kind of talking about this for 5 seconds the other day, because Ben actually was at my house. And I was like, is George Santos like the mirror image of AOC, where he's like this kind of internet famous guy? That's how he got elected, and he's gonna stay internet famous.
Well, I'll say this: George Santos is probably way more fun to go partying with.
George Santos is being interviewed by this woman. I don't know who she is. MT, do you know who this woman is?
Nope.
Okay, good.
Oh wait,
Z-Way?
That's Z-Way. Yeah.
A File?
Z-Way.
Z-Way.
Who is she?
I got it first.
You did. You did.
It's because I read the chat.
Okay.
No, you should have said it's blacks.
I had no idea who this woman was. She's a very attractive woman. Okay, so she asked George Santos about his favorite black people, which I don't know why you would ask this question.
Writes icons and you tell me what they mean to you. Marsha P. Johnson.
Very respectful, honorable person. Keep going.
Respectful and honorable about what?
On all the stances and all the work.
Marsha P. Johnson?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like, why did she say it like that? Like, that bitch? Why did she act that way? Like, What was he supposed to say?
Although I do like all of the stances and all of the work. Like, that's a good thing to say.
That is good.
No idea.
You gotta like all the work, right?
So,
I don't know. Maybe it's more credible if you're like, she was problematic. That's just your answer to every single one.
First of all, I think that's a dumbass question, but here we go.
Just keep going. Next.
You don't know her.
Yeah, I do. Keep going.
Do you?
I do. Go. Just keep going.
James Baldwin.
Huh?
James Baldwin.
Who the hell is James Baldwin?
Wow.
Love it.
Wow.
Love it.
That actually makes me think he does know who James Baldwin is. And at this point,
I think he's fucking with her. I think he's totally fucking with her. What do you think, Gene?
Yeah. I mean, like he doesn't care. I mean, maybe he doesn't know. Like, who knows any of these things anymore?
I honestly think
who knows anything anymore? Everybody knows internet stars now. Was James Baldwin an internet star? I mean,
he had a pretty popular movie about 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, but do people even watch movies anymore?
Yes, people still watch movies.
They
Millions of
Marvel
them.
Jason still watches movies.
No, people watch all kinds of movies. Everybody went to go see Barbie and Oppenheimer and the Flowers and the Moon, Sun.
Yeah.
Moonflowers.
They watched all that. So did George, I almost called him George Johnson. Did George Santa, did he go see I Am Not Your Negro? Probably not. But I think he's fucking with this woman because he's figured out how to stay famous. 10 years ago, I'd say 5 years ago, you would have hid in that kind of disgrace. Now it's just how you get famous. He's famous now. He's gonna be famous forever. And he's never gonna not be famous anymore because people want to see him do shit like this.
He's pretty funny. He's got good jokes.
Oh yeah, I mean he doesn't look at him.
Agree.
Who's James Baldwin?
Milk.
I have no clue what it is.
Okay. What about Bowen Yang doing an impression of you on SNL?
I think he deserves an EGOT.
Would you like Bowen Yang to play you in the HBO biopic?
That movie's not ever going to happen.
Why not?
The book has no perspective of me or anybody close to me. It's a fiction.
You love fiction, though. Nicki Minaj.
That was a pretty good burn. That was a pretty good burn.
That was a pretty good burn.
Oh, she's good. She is good. Toussaint, talk about your girl.
Queen.
Are you a Nicki fan?
Yeah.
Prove it.
I'm not spitting verses for you.
Pull up in the monster automobile.
Gangsta with a bad bitch that came from Sri Lanka.
You got it.
You got to really respect Josh Santos just leaning into the grift right here.
Leaning into the fact that all of you are going to watch the clown show. You know why? Clown got elected president a few years ago.
That's no way to
Well, I think that George Santos may actually do a reverse Trump and go from politics into reality TV.
Oh, that's exactly where he wants to go.
He's got mad skills.
That's smart.
Well, there's a new trajectory.
I like him for that.
But Kuba, I feel like there's a new trajectory now. And there was a moment where being politically engaged because of Trump was where everyone's attention was going, right? Everybody wanted to see the next thing because we were so scared of quote unquote fascism. So all these people ran for office. They got blue checks and thousands, tens of thousands of followers. And this a-hole got into office. And he joked himself out of office. And he's going to joke himself into a 7-figure career for the rest of his life.
I mean, maybe not. Remember Milo Yiannopoulos?
Yeah, but Milo shot himself in the foot by saying
Milo never won office.
Milo was a PDF file.
You are brilliant.
Although, to be fair, actually,
I wonder if Milo might actually still be with us. Not that he's dead, but you know.
Milo's in my heart all the time, but I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. Shit.
Yeah, I think Milo might be in more of our hearts if he'd stuck with his original character. That, like, you know, after he was disgraced, I think it sounds weird to say it about Milo, but I think he's still running an old school enough script that he thinks that, like, well, he's disgraced now, right? Like, he has to do something else. And so he tried to adopt this new character that he's, you know, found the Lord and
ex-gay trad calf, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Did you just order a drink at Starbucks, Derek? The fuck did you just say?
And I said ex-gay trad calf.
Can you go to Starbucks and then ask for that?
I mean, you could, but you're not gonna like what you're gonna get.
Only if Milo is working there.
You did see, right? He says that dogs no longer bark at him because he's no longer there.
Oh my gosh.
There's no way that Milo has given up the man meat, bro. No way.
I'm so mad, Derek.
Well, I believe one of the first interviews where he said that he was no longer gay, he did admit that he was still living with his husband. He says he's just a housemate now.
Now he's like a black aunt.
No, he just says to him, he says to him, I likes you.
Tucson. Now he's like that aunt. Your family's like, oh, go say hi to Catherine and her housemate.
Her housemate.
Her roommate. They've been roommates for 25 years. They go on
But
vacations
like,
together.
If he tried to, like, you know, if he just held on to his original character, he might have eventually had a comeback. But, you know, he's trying this new character that, like, audiences don't really respond to the same way.
It's like his Poochie phase.
That was like a thing. That was a thing, and only Dave Rubin has managed to, like, hang on. I shouldn't do this and say hang on. And Dave Rubin. I think I ordered the XK track app.
God.
It's like if you're watching Red Scare, that's decaf track app.
But even Alex Jones, that has come back to Twitter, I don't think he's going to make it because it's another era.
Alex Jones is back on Twitter. He's back doing Alex Jones shit. And what's interesting to me about Alex Jones is we all saw those court trials, not even the lawsuits. I'm talking about like the child support ones.
Stuff, yeah.
And where he was like, it's all an act. It's just entertainment. That's everyone that watches this show loves using the internet as proof for their crazy beliefs. Like your boy is on the stand being like, oh no, I make all this bullshit up for the people.
Oh! So you believe that was Alex Jones at that trial saying that wasn't like controlled by the Illuminati? Telling you that, like.
I mean, also everyone knows that the legal system is totally gay.
It's part of the agenda.
Absolutely. So you can't believe anything a judge says. Unless it's the Dancing with the Stars judging, they have tremendous integrity, unimpeachable.
This chat right
or
now.
that Alex himself says for the witness stand.
Toussaint, can we push another call through? Because I'm sure people want to yell at us because this conversation has to stop.
You started it.
I'll take responsibility. Toussaint, you're muted, by the way. Are you muted on purpose? Are you farting? Oh, God, are you in the bathroom? What are you doing? Are you okay? Toussaint? Oh, she muted herself again. I'm gonna assume she's not okay.
I was screaming.
You were screaming like added something or
Screening the calls.
oh, screening.
Yeah.
Not screaming. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. You know, I didn't have my my ADOS translator wasn't in, so I couldn't hear your non-Black American accent.
I don't even know what to do with that. I'm gonna say calling from a 559 area code. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? What you have for breakfast?
Oh boy, this is Eric from Fresno. I'm calling from Minneapolis right now, and for breakfast, I had some pancakes actually.
Well, congratulations. I wanted to make pancakes, but I did not. Eric from Fresno, I just want to say once again, your conservative radio station does not let me down. As per usual, my phone died right around the Dos Palos region of I-5, and I was
there you go. Yep.
I was blessed with a whole bunch of conservative right-wing radio. What would you like to call in and bestow upon us for this holiday party?
Oh boy, yeah. So no, it's you got your fill of that's good. You're probably good for the rest of the year, especially if you went through Dos Palos. That's that's an interesting town. It's not Lodi, but it's close. But no, besides, hey, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, New Year's. I just wanted to share something about this. From do you remember the white girl that ate all the fruit? 3 pounds of watermelon. The video you guys showed.
Please don't tell me that's your family member.
Thank God, no. At least not that I know of. At least on the white side. So, or nothing that we'd own. But this would be the time I would lie if I had to lie. But I don't. Thank God. So, but I actually have dated though a couple chicks like that, and just wanted to say, look, they're interesting. Different levels of stuck up, but you got to be ready. You just got to be ready, because you got to remember, girls like that, when they eat that kind of stuff, those certain types of muscles are really not necessarily overdeveloped, but just really developed. And you got to be careful when you go certain places. So, if you go through the back door, you just got to make sure it's all working right, or else it might snap it off. So you just got to kind of do some exercises, make sure, you eat some protein, and then you'll be okay. So, because I know you're out there on those streets, Jason,
Yes.
You're looking for one like that. If you find a snapper, like I said, you're in for a hell of a ride if you can bring your A game. If not, just bring your A game.
I'm trying to stay away from vegans. We have to say goodbye to Deep State Cuba. Deep State Cuba, thank you so much. And will we be seeing you in March as well?
What's happening in March?
Well, I guess not. All right. You have a very good time.
Happy holidays.
I'll send you a personal message later, Coop.
Excellent. Take care.
Peace, bro. I'm so glad to have Kuba on the stream.
That was code for he's always there.
I'm sad that you're not in Fresno. Are you never going back to Fresno? Are you back in Minnesota forever now?
No, gonna be back for Christmas. So I'm leaving on, I think, Wednesday or Thursday, and head back over there to. Well, what's kind of funny, we were gonna go over there early this year. The plan was to get out of the snow, but see, there's no snow, so it's kind of like having a California Christmas here in Minneapolis, which is strange. So it's like, well, we still got to go back, because that's where a lot of the relatives are at. So they're the ones we get along with. So.
Well, not to make you nervous for your flight back, but allegedly we got a warning today that there's supposed to be snow in Baja on the mountain the mountain ranges. and there's supposed to be snow next week. So maybe
Wow.
So you're gonna get it too in Fresno. The Bay is gonna get it, and LA, and even down here in Baja.
Thank you, global warming.
There you go. There you go. And before we go, because we have some more calls to get to, what is your New Year's resolution?
To try not to work as much. To take some time to smell the flowers and actually do things other than just I'm an accountant by trade. First part of the year is like pretty rough, and I'm trying to kind of dial it back a bit just so that I maintain my charisma and sanity. So and get to know the area at least around here. So which has actually been kind of fun. So aside from that, then just trying to day by day, right?
I'm going to. I have a little bit of time, and I think I'll be able to go up. And since I'll be able to take my time back down, I'm gonna try to hit you up when I get to Fresno.
Yeah, do it, man. We'll go and go throw a few back, and then maybe piss some people off and have some uncomfortably loud conversations in Clovis.
Well,
and smoke some of that local, what is it, fentanyl or methamphetamine? I believe that's what Fresno is famous for.
Locally sourced.
Locally sourced methamphetamine. I had a friend who was from Fresno, and he said,
"Thank you for your call, Eric."
He used to smoke.
You guys have a good one. See ya.
Smoke the meth, and he said it's very addictive. And I was like, no doubt.
Derek Barn has lost his mind. He's now a hand puppet.
He smoked his.
He smoked his fentanyl before he came on.
Before he came on, exactly.
He's so afraid of getting canceled. He must have got a message from someone on his fucking Patreon.
Uncancelable. You can't cancel what
Barnes' Patreon just started fucking going down like. Barnes' Patreon started going down like the XK track cat.
Locally sourced Benadryl.
Start.
He saw that shit going down. Like it was, no, let me stop.
Half an hour before confession.
Yeah. He started seeing that shit dwindle. He was like, I could not be seen on this stream. And Camilo's like, man, fuck it. None of my fans speaking.
Come on, guys. Next call, because I have to bounce after this one.
Oh, okay. Tucson, you would have pushed the last call through.
Okay. Calling from a 569 area code. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, from Santiago, Chile. I guess I should say hola to Camila.
What was it? I couldn't hear him. Could you hear him?
He said hola, calling from Chile.
Yeah, testing 1 2 3 1 2 3.
Oh, now we can hear you. You're calling from Chile. Buenos Aires.
Exactly. So hola, Camilo. Buenas noches. Yeah, we're celebrating Christmas here in Dune. It's like Santa Claus or Viejo Pascuero. It's kind of like in gathering up the spice and fighting the Harkonnen.
Oh, jeez. There you go, Gene. You get a Dune reference in the call.
Dune reference. I always
and instead of like a reindeer, it's like the sandworms and stuff.
That's Christmas in Chile.
Well, it's summer.
Yeah.
Oh, it is summer.
Yeah, surrounded by forest.
Wait, is it summer in Chile right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in the southern hemisphere. It's not just.
Yeah.
It's the Serapes and the Mexican side, and not just a part of like the cultural ambiance.
Fucking lucky.
Yeah. So let's take the occasion for with Camilo and get a Peruvian and a Chilean, because we also have like that kind of like East Coast West Coast rivalry. And we can get together and make fun of the Argentinians.
But isn't that just a West Coast rivalry?
West Coast.
Also,
Chile are on the West Coast.
Isn't making fun of Argentines just making fun of Germans?
Damn.
Like, and Italians.
Damn.
I think probably Argentinians and Chileans have much more riff at this point.
Ooh.
I think them
Well,
fighting words.
basically, Argentinians like look down on both of us, our culture. So.
That's fair. Argentinians
Like,
are kind of cocky.
Yeah.
Like currently, like there is a Chilean production that like was recorded in the Navy, like a Chilean film crew, like a TV crew recorded at Subopera in the installations of the Navy. So I don't think that could happen like with a Chilean TV crew in Argentina, which is kind of weird.
What's worse? Okay, Camilo and Caller. What's worse? A right-wing Argentinian or a right-wing Brazilian?
Ooh, that's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think in that case, at least the right-wing Argentinian is like entertaining in a kind of like straitjacket kind of way.
Yeah, actually existing anarcho-capitalist.
What do you think is worse, Gene Bajlan?
Well, since I got blocked by Bad Empanada, I'm going to be against the Argentinians.
Oh yeah, I was going to mention Bad Empanada. There was like something crazy about like you were mentioning before. Well, I guess like about Judge Santos, and Judge Santos was like heading the Bad Empanada route, I guess.
Bad Empanada. Everyone's favorite anarchist Peronist.
Is Bad Empanada Peronist?
No, he's just angry. He's like yelling about settler colonialism, and it's like, my bro, you are literally.
No, there's also the case that like I was saying to like Matt Binder and Bad Lefty can back me out. That he see me behaving badly on his show. That basically Bad Empanada kind of has that kind of like simple retroactive feedback thing about his audience.
Mm-hmm.
So his audience is kind of like mixed up in this whole like peronista and like fascist but actually left wing kind of like mixed up. So Bad Empanada feeds on that.
Yep.
So that was the whole mix up about being in like being like indignant all of a sudden.
Totally know who this
About like Argentinians being having.
Man, he's already blocked you.
Probably, I don't know who it is though.
No, I mean, seriously, he has preemptively blocked you.
Okay.
Like,
He blocked Ben Burgess, Bad Empanada.
yes, he's also blocked me multiple times.
Like it's a name I've heard a few times before, but I really couldn't tell you.
Oh, Gene Bajlan went after him on Twitter for
No,
no
I
reason.
didn't go after him on Twitter. I did not go after him on Twitter.
I saw the tweet.
I did not go after it.
Well, yeah, I think Bad Empanada doesn't have to do that.
I don't think that captures the spirit.
Call him Gringo and just get at that like an imperial.
I'm a lover.
I don't know that I'd say that either. I think that I think it's more just that like when you have thoughts, you tweet them, and there's no particular
Gene Bajlan
malice
will
associated with
tweet
it.
you and talk about you and give no
You're a
fucks.
lover, not a hater. Except for that time you start a fight with like the entire Maoist section of Canada.
The time you started to fight with all those turfs.
Okay. I'll
Oh, no, the turfs were definitely
where is
the
the
worst
Maoist
one.
section of Canada? Like give me like a province.
Oh no, and then there's like the awkward like
Red
like
Sails,
relationship
Alberta.
to the other chatters.
Oh, Red Sails Alberta. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You called him British and got real
They
mad.
got real mad. It's like I'm a person of color. It's like, okay.
So
I mean, if you are a person of color, I'm a
Well,
person.
calling them colonizers, that's even worse.
you said all
A colonizer twice times over.
colonizers like who?
Ben Burgess.
Oh, Ben Burgess.
A colonizer twice times over.
Like Ben Burgess.
A colonizer like Jagger. A colonizer like Jagger.
A colonizer like soccer. Is that what you said?
Jagger.
You know, like that moves like Jagger.
Moves like Jagger. Man, I gotta explain my own joke. Fuck it.
Can you hear Toussaint?
I can hear, but it's hard to understand.
It sounds a little muffled. We can hear you, but it just sounds a little muffled, like you're like you're talking into the thing, and the thing is like.
Yeah, I'm using the headphones.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's what it is. So it's for me, it's a little muffled. Camilo, can you understand him?
I am on my.
Oh, that's fucked up. You said it in Spanish.
Yes.
Camilo's on his phone, so he's doing that thing where he's that dude with the man bun talking on the phone.
Get away, not away.
Camilo's got a man bun now, talking on the phone like this.
Yeah, this phone is.
Like a phone?
Yeah, Camilo's on his phone because his internet's acting up.
Yes.
He's got Peruvian.
I can. Yeah, mine was being out a while ago.
Has everyone but Jason given up on cutting their hair? Is that what's happening right now? Because like I'm noticing, like you have a ponytail, Gene, and Camilo's wearing a man bun, and I clearly don't give a fuck about anything anymore. So like,
hey, by my standards, I've had a very recent haircut.
Okay, within the last year.
Renee, thank you for your call, brother. Colin,
Thank you, Renee.
Before we go, because we have to take one last call. Before we go, we have to ask you, what is your New Year's resolution?
To fight less with anarchists, I guess, and anarcho-liberals, and as a million beats tanky, which is kind of like a carnivorous bunny rabbit, I guess, in the political spectrum.
Okay. Well, that sounds badass.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Oh, yeah, no,
Oh shit! He said something at the end. I didn't hear it. He said he's gonna fight. He said he had to fight anarcho-capitalists or anarcho-liberals. But both of those things, if you want to fight both those things, I'm with you in that fight.
So who's the next caller? Come on.
Gene, why are you so mad, Gene? You want us to just give you the outright?
I've just been in a department meeting. That's why.
That's why we wanted you here, so you could be funny and you could unload your funny. And now you're trying to keep it locked in, like the kid in the video earlier.
Trying to keep it moving, boys. Keep it moving.
Tucson, you want to bring the last call in?
We're gonna bring in the last call.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Caller, where are you calling from? This is a 216 area code. What's your name?
Oh yeah, this is Dr. Claw calling from Cleveland. Live.
Happy birthday, Dr. Claw. How are you?
I'm doing fine, and yes, indeed, December 19th is my birthday, same as Comrade Pascal. Salutations, TIR crew. It's good to see everybody in the house tonight. This birthday of mine started off kind of strange because, it was a foul move to the Eagles decided to tank and drop a giant turd in the middle of Seattle last night.
Yes.
But, I'm cool. Hey, yo, there was something that I was thinking about when you all were talking earlier, and now I have just completely forgotten.
It was ordering. Don't order that drink that we said order at Starbucks. Don't do it. It was a joke. Don't do it. We don't want to get you. Don't order that drink.
Man. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to steer clear of that drink. Although I'm kind of curious about that Panera lemonade that's currently killing people.
Panera lemonade.
Pink lemonade of death.
Yeah, this what do they call it? Charged lemonade. It sounds like a Four Loko sequel, but it's been having some adverse health effects on folks.
There's a comment about Dr. Claw on the chat that I'm not going to say out loud.
Can Dr. Claw do actually the Dr. Claw?
I think I see the one you're talking about. And no comment. No comment.
Dr. Claw sounds like he pays
man.
all child support on time.
Oh my God!
He said no comment.
Dr. Claw, can we just admit that every time you call, I smell the fine cologne? When Claw calls, I'm like, oh
yeah.
man.
You know what though? That's how Papa Claw used to be, man. He used to, like, Marcus used to talk about it, man. He used to have all this cologne back in the day, like Lagerfeld and the Drakkar and the what's the other one, Stetson. Like, he always would have that shit.
English leather,
like, on deck. Like, whatever was new and was out. Yeah. Like, whatever was new and was out, he would always have it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I don't know, man. 2023, can't believe it's almost over. Can't believe we're we're here. This part of the year, it feels like this year has gone so by. There's been a lot of things going on this year that kind of has me, not feeling great. You know what I'm saying? There was oh my God, man. You know what was funny though? Speaking of videos and stuff, shout out to my man Steve, who was in the chat. Apparently Jared Ball's got all the podcast or whatever beef going on. He's got Willie D from the Ghetto Boys, who has a YouTube channel. Has a lot of subscribers. And he is definitely on that. He's not on that Kevin Samuels stuff, but when we talking about Kevin Samuels back in the day and how he kind of represents a certain dude from the 90s,
yes,
who's high on the capitalism and all the other stuff. Yeah, he's definitely on that stuff. And he had this Instagram post that was one of the most hilarious things. I won't read it loud, but it was one of the most hilarious things I ever read, because he was so mad about Jared Ball saying the most obvious thing about how wealth is distributed in this country. The most obvious thing. And he was just like going in, like it was like a promo. He was going in on that, like Booker T, coming for you, type
That's not how I imagine Jared Ball sounds after a meeting, but we won't go into my impression of Jared Ball.
Jared Ball has been like starting beef with other shows, and like that's his thing. That's like his thing now. It's like, who we're gonna start beef with, and then they just start beef with a show. And I'm like, I guess you understand how your algorithms work and what people want to see. I just don't care to do it.
Now I remember what I was going to say. So that video you put up earlier, and Kuba correctly diagnosed what he said about if you just change the actor of the boy in the video, it would be one of those videos you would find on one of them sites. And I just thought to myself when I was watching that clip, what would Norm Finkelstein say to it? You see, this is what all the gooners are watching nowadays, with like the young boys in the bed and the stepmother walking in and catching them doing things under the covers. This is the bullying that is going on, and just becoming a complete degeneracy and perversion of the discourse. And I'm just when I saw that video start, I knew exactly where I have never seen that video before, but I knew where it was going, and I was dying laughing. I'm like, oh my God, that is just, oh no, please don't be.
Oh, Dr. Claw, I have a few more for you. If you just stick around later this evening, I have a few more.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna stay on, because I know there's gonna be some going on out there.
Yes. And before we let you go, because this is I have not paid the bill this month, and Gene has to bounce. Before we let you go, what is your New Year's resolution?
Man, my New Year's resolution, just like dude said before, I got to cut down on all this working and just get out there and see this world. Because 2023 had me on lockdown. That is not happening in 2024. I'm going to go out and see some places. I'm going to go to see my hometown. I'm going to go more than one place out of the state this year. 2024. That's my resolution.
Oh, hell yeah. I like that resolution. Dr. Claw, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Take care, brother. Thank you for the support.
Word up.
And we will be saying good evening to Jean Bajlan.
It's been a pleasure.
I'll probably talk to you tomorrow. Have a very good night, Jean.
And have a wonderful Christmas and New Year, dear TIR family.
Can I say this before you go? Thank you so much for doing that Ryan Grimm interview and allowing me to go up north to see my son's recital.
Yeah, anytime, buddy.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for doing the Ryan Graham interview so I didn't have to.
It was a great interview.
It was a great interview, and it's doing well. Thank you, Gene. Have a good night, brother.
Thank you. Take care, guys, and have a
Peace,
wonderful
Gene.
Christmas.
You too. Well, not you too.
That was Mean Gene Bajlan.
Happy Boxing Day.
We can now end the show. We're gonna hang up the call. That's always good because it costs so much money to do that. So I have a few more videos we're gonna play. I want to show videos of people fucking up. I think people fucking up is funny. I don't care what you say. Derek Varn, I don't care.
I didn't say anything.
Don't even fucking think it. I want you to fucking just watch the stupid shit. I thought people stopped doing stupid shit once they found out they weren't going to be Jackass.
No, this is good because I was like really on the fence about coming on because I'm supposed to be doing like a podcast, doing a YouTube break right now. But I said I'd do this, and it's like, okay, you know what? I'll come on, but I'm not putting the jacket on, and I'm not going to talk about anything that's in any way important. And so far, I've kept my resolutions. I feel good about that.
I once did something similar to this, but I was 12. I think I told you about this, Ben. We all jumped off my friend's second story balcony.
You did tell me that, yeah.
And my knee went, and all my friends started laughing.
I can't watch this.
Okay, Toussaint, I know you're going to turn your head, but don't turn your head. Look how unhappy Derek is. Look how unhappy Derek is. Look how unhappy Derek is.
That is horrible.
You know what's funny? They recorded that guy doing that in different angles. So the guys up top recorded him, and someone on the bottom recorded him. And that's the bottom. I think he's just a torso at this point.
I'm just wondering, like, are we watching a snuff film, Jason?
Wait. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. All the girls that be like this. Do you guys want to see it from the other angle?
Really?
Toussaint, you want to see it from the other angle?
Not particularly.
Why?
Oh my gosh. I can't. I have a lot of empathy.
Someone says that's the scorpion in standing position.
Oh God.
I mean, I have a lot of empathy too, but my empathy just maybe never mind. Like, I have empathy, but I also think I might be both a sadist and a masochist at the same time, so it just doesn't affect me at all.
Like you feel bad, like you.
I feel your pain. I feel your pain, but I also kind of enjoy it. But I also am mad at myself for enjoying it, and now I just don't feel anything at all.
Okay, well, I was mad at myself for enjoying it for like 5 seconds, and then I watched it again. I was like, "Oh, this is pretty funny." And then there's this trend, and this is what would happen. I feel like if I did this, you know that trend, Toussaint, where people tape their phone to their ceiling?
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
They like tape the phone to the ceiling and then they do like a little dance or something.
Oh, okay. I was about to say taping your phone to the ceiling sounds very 70s in a way that isn't really.
Yeah.
They tape their phone to the ceiling. Like that kid Jack.
I was thinking this is like a much more low rent way to recreate the scene from American Psycho. You know, it's the phone that's attached to the ceiling.
No. It's a TikTok thing where you tape your phone to the ceiling and there's a song. What is the song, Toussaint, that everybody's singing?
I don't know.
Right?
Thank you, Logan, about the joke, but yes.
And everybody's doing it, right? There's nurses doing it. The funniest one I saw, there was a bunch of old people doing it at like literally at a nursing home. I was like, oh, that's adorable. And this is what would happen if I did it. This is exactly because if I did it like with my family, I can't speak for anyone else on the screen's family. I feel like Derek's family would probably be like this, but my family would definitely be like this woman's family.
My family would shoot you.
Just because I'm black or because I taped a phone to the ceiling?
Because you taped the phone to the ceiling. They don't care that you're black.
They don't see
Wait,
color.
They don't see color, but they see. Like, hey, we're not racist. He just taped the goddamn phone to the ceiling. What the hell was he doing? Doesn't mean I'm racist. Thought he was working for the deep state.
That's closer to accurate, yes.
this woman's taping her phone to the ceiling, right? So check this out.
All right. Wait, give me 2 seconds, please. Back up, Amanda, please. 2 seconds. What the fuck you mean? What's wrong? You know what I'm saying? Did you get posted? Give me 2 seconds. Man, everybody all right? Yeah. Yeah. I know she got stabbed by the I didn't know either. That's why I asked. Give me 2 seconds.
They're making fun of her while her phone is still recording, and they're just making fun of her.
Y'all goddamn broke another chair. Damn TikToks, man. That's gonna go viral.
No, it's not real either.
Oh, that phone got everything.
If it did.
It's going viral, silent.
It's going viral.
That is totally my aunt's house, and I would do that, and then everybody would make fun of me while the phone is recording. Feel nothing. I cannot speak for anyone else on the screen. Everybody probably has good families that would have, taken them to the hospital because they broke a rib. My family would have maybe given me ice and then made fun of me.
Ice means you're weak, Jason.
Wow.
Yes, the insult to the injury. Not only do they make fun of you.
Get that punk ass motherfucker some ice. Hey, TikTok. You got some ice there, TikTok? What the fuck was that nigga doing up there?
Ooh, Jason bruised his tender body. Get him some ice.
Hey, look, the nigga that doesn't work hurt himself. Hey, Mr. Soft Podcast Hands, maybe you wouldn't have fell off the goddamn chair if you had a real job, nigga.
That's how I'm gonna sign off every text with you now. Get a real job.
Toussaint, can you imagine if you did that at your house with all of your family there?
According to this person,
patient parents would walk over your body to get the belt to beat you for breaking the chair.
The thing is, in Tucson, it wouldn't go viral because we'd only hear it because we don't ever.
Well, that's true, right?
Like, you just hear crunch. It's like, oh well. You can make a song out of that though. Someone put some beats to it.
Like, can you just imagine? Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, seriously, even if it was my kids, them motherfuckers would have danced around my corpse. Just fucking.
Oh, I thought you said if your kids did it, and I was like, well, this is what we call a natural consequence, Jason.
No, my kids go, no, Dad, that looks stupid. Like, who the fuck does shit like that? Why would I tape a phone to the ceiling? Look how high these ceilings are. Dad, you're not smart. I don't think my kids would do stuff like this. My kids don't think I follow them on social media. Tucson, I have this for you.
Oh boy.
We have found the second shooter.
Oh, no.
It's coming from the grassy knoll. So here's the other angle, guys. All right, Varn, look away.
That actually looks like it hurts less.
Yes.
I don't know. Somehow it was way more disturbing to be watching it from this angle.
From the top angle?
Because see how high up he is.
Just, I don't know. It's like a little bit more point of view, like the guy who's actually getting hurt.
Look, I'm just going to say this one time. Whatever you think is going to be cool for the internet is not.
This is true.
Dancing, jumping off the second story, trampoline.
Trampolines is just a good way to get a Darwin Award, is what trampoline is.
Oh, don't do that. It's not where you want to be when Jesus comes.
Well, it's a way to. Never mind. It's a way to meet Jesus pretty quickly.
Can you imagine Peter? Can you imagine Peter at the game? He's like,
I mean, he was doing calisthenics when he hit that bounce. I mean, that is sort of like a Catholic meal.
It's like, you did what? How'd you do that? Oh, TikTok, huh? I'm not even gonna fuck around. Just pulls a lever. Like, we're not even gonna deal with it. No purgatory for you. Just go. Derek works in the public school system, and I need him to tell me if this is a skit or if this is real, because I refuse to believe there's a school where this is happening in class, or this is just something the teacher is teaching about and I don't understand.
Let's show me.
I wouldn't even judge you. I wouldn't even judge you. Actually, flip them up. Stop edging in my class. I'm not doing it.
No.
Considering that's a sex crime in Utah, by the way, that would land you on the sex offenders list immediately, and that's not even a joke. I've never seen anything like that, but maybe I teach in the wrong area of the country. I don't know. Maybe
you teach in the right area of the country if you're not having to stop the kids from gooning, fucking third period gooning.
Well, one, I teach online now, but two, like, I mean, I don't know, man. Look, the one thing I'll say about this is the period of that wild shit was like that happened in the 90s too. We just no one had a phone about it, but like there was an incident where two people got charged for one person going down on another in the back of a high school room in 1996, where I'm living in suburban Georgia. So like, it's not unheard of. You basically need to treat high schoolers like they're feral.
Steve Steve said the kid was getting an edge up, like he was getting a hairline. Oh, no edging. Oh, she needs to not say those words if that's the case. And why are you cutting someone's hair in class?
My God.
Besides being rude and just like, why? Like, there's no goon in this dojo. So.
Yes, sensei.
I mean, it is the reason, right? I worked at a school where we removed all the couches from the student lounges for obvious reasons. So like it doesn't strike me as impossible, but wow.
That's intense.
So here is a clip of I know you guys have to go, so we'll just do a couple more clips. We did a clip the other day that I thought was hilarious with a guy that teaches self-defense. Do you remember those videos in the 90s? Camilo, I know you're too young to remember these. There were these videos in the 90s that you could only get out of the back of like a karate magazine or like Soldier of Fortune.
Oh yeah, I used to get those things. Yeah, I used to buy Soldier of Fortune too. I don't know why we did that.
Because we wanted to be badasses, right? So American kids, Camilo, here, I hope you're very comfortable in your chair. I'm going to tell you a little story about America. In the 80s, American kids wanted to be badass because we were fed these movies by two Israeli directors, film producers, Canon Films, and they were extremely anti-Arab, but
I thought you were talking about Edging to Red Dawn.
Edging to Red Dawn. Cubans and Russians.
Anyway, go back to Canon Films. We got to cover our bad American Ninja Part 85 or whatever.
Oh, dude, American Ninja. So there was ninjas and there was like unnecessary conflicts but the thing is, Camilo, if you were American, you were a badass, right? You were just a badass dude. You were a ninja for no good reason. You could just whoop anybody's ass. You can go into jungles and just kill everybody that's from the jungle. You just know where they hide for some reason. So there were magazines that came out. I was like, you want to be badass like that guy in the movie that just went to the jungle and killed everybody? Well, get this videotape. And so these videos would be a dude teaching you how to fight, but the way he would teach you how to fight is doing things that there's no way a child could do it. And the guy goes, people smoke, right? And he throws a cigarette in this dude's eye. And he goes, once you throw the cigarette in his eye, then you got him off guard, and then you hit him in the nuts. So Steven Seagal, who you might know, he's an American actor. Action film star. He starred in the latter half of those movies, the latter half of the 80s and into the 90s. He was the action guy.
I was really looking forward to seeing how you were going to describe who Steven Seagal was. To have to say
Steven Seagal had a ponytail.
Patrick Sex Llama, Steven Seagal, or do you mean like?
I'm talking about Steven Seagal ponytail, and he's a slap fighter. Like, you know how you and your friends would play. You guys would slap fight. Steven Seagal turned slap fighting into a real martial art. He does that thing where he slaps you and then he hits himself to make it seem like I'm so quick. I hit myself. Like James Brown is slap fighting. So Steven Seagal is fighting an MMA man, and he's showing off how good of a martial artist he is.
To be fair, he's a master of Aikido, which is like, anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So here's Steven Seagal doing his thing. Why are you cheering? Don't cheer. Don't cheer for that.
He hit him on his head.
Steven Seagal is a master of the Three Stooges style. Dude, if you try to fight like Steven Seagal, you will get punched in the nose and it will not be good for you. You will end up like the dude that fell off the trampoline. Do not fight like Steven Seagal. I repeat, do not fight like Steven Seagal. Can you imagine if someone tried to Steven Seagal you in a real fight?
Well, I mean, the thing about Aikido is, I don't know, man. I mean, like, you're supposed to be able to do pins and stuff, but his mixing Aikido with, like, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu somehow made them into weird slappy fights, and I'm not quite sure how that works. Because Aikido's all about, like, micro grabs, like, and now you get the wheel nerd of Varn, because Varn used to be a prison guard. So I know all the like, grab someone's thumb and, you know, put him in a lot of pain. But, like, I don't know what slappy fighting does. Like,
it gets you fucked up in the real world. That's what it does. There's nowhere in the world you can go and slap somebody up. I don't care if you're in Paw Paw, New Guinea, and you go around slapping people upside the head like that, someone's gonna fuck you up real bad. It's not gonna be good for you.
It's like when we used to do martial arts training, and they would train us how to, like, disarm a knife fight, and I would always go like, "So we just get stabbed, right?" Like,
Only if they're attacking you in a lunging motion.
Oh man.
Oh, Grisco. Okay. We got a little more juice left in us. I did, Toussaint. I just want you to know that I did take about, how many messages did I send you? About 25.
You sent a lot.
Are you upset with
super
that?
excited. Sometimes double. It was like ding ding, like twice on my phone. Like, what is he doing today? What is going on?
Toussaint knows that I always make fun of her being from New York.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that people from New York talk a certain way, behave a certain way. And this right here for me is how Toussaint sounds when she's on the way to take the train. Taking the train downtown.
I'm from Brooklyn. I've at Brooklyn all day. They killed Biggie.
What part of Brooklyn are you from?
From Brownsville.
You're from Brownsville. You are very Brooklyn.
Day.
You are very
I'm
Brooklyn.
So fucking Brooklyn.
Can I ask you a question real quick? Can I ask you a question?
Tell him I said fuck them.
Okay,
niggas.
tell her.
How do you say, Toussaint, you people are so uptight?
Uptight.
Why is she so angry?
She's not angry. She's from Brooklyn.
Time out. She's not angry?
No. Well, they killed Biggie.
They killed Biggie like 30 years ago.
Yeah. It's
You let that
upsetting,
shit go. I don't see why people walk around, hey, fuck, Kennedy's gone. What the fuck am I going to do now?
Oh, well, actually, you just don't hang out with the right white people, Jason. I definitely have seen that.
Derek, maybe I am hanging out with the right white people.
I'm just saying, that's usually the entry-level conspiracy theory because the white people still haven't gotten over it.
Like, look how mad she is.
I will tell them you said that.
New York, we fucking here.
I will tell them.
We here. Jay-Z, Beyonce, that's my bitch.
Can I ask you a question real quick?
Tell Beyonce I get money.
Can I ask you a question?
I'm fucking.
God damn, tell Beyonce I get money. I get money. Money I got. Why she's...
Bar, did you ever go through a phase of being like a Kennedy conspiracy guy?
What, me?
Yeah.
No. Actually, I do hold to a Kennedy conspiracy, believe it or not, but it's the most unsexy one. It's that, like, Oswald shot and then the Secret Service agent shot back and misfired.
They were all super hungover and they misfired, and that's
right.
That's
That's the one I kind of think is plausible. I don't know that I believe it, but it's like in the realm of plausibility. All the other ones, I'm like, Nah. Like, although I was really into Oliver Stone in the 90s, but he just didn't convince me on that one.
Yeah, I mean, I can remember watching Oliver Stone's JFK movie being like, I don't know if I necessarily believed the, elaborate gay Cuban New Orleans, Miami conspiracy, but like there was a lot of stuff in that movie. It was like, oh shit, I guess there was something going on, and I was never into it per se, but I sort of casually believed a bunch of JFK conspiracy stuff until this dates how old I am, right? But it's like until 9/11 happened, and I started seeing 9/11 truthers say all this stupid shit that was like based on like suddenly everybody's like a structural engineer, right? It's like, oh no, that's not how a building would have fallen. This is what would have happened, and it's like, oh right. So when like it's the same thing as how everybody's suddenly a ballistics expert when they talk about JFK. That sounds stupid as shit.
Yeah, these hot takes can melt steel beams.
You know what can melt steel beams? Is Beyonce hot takes. I didn't think people hated Beyonce this much. And I didn't know Beyonce was anti-Jesus.
Yeah. Preston in the chat says Jackman accepts all establishment narratives. Look, man, the CIA money doesn't come no strings attached. I mean, you gotta,
I don't know.
All that, or we're all getting cut off.
I don't work for Jacobin, man. I called
it Steve, I cannot play the Seagal reggae song because if I do, the whole stream will get taken down because Seagal actually has. Someone says, where was Beyonce before 9/11? This woman right here is very anti-Beyonce. I didn't know everything she's saying right now, I think is made up. I'll let you guys tell me if it's true. I'm sure there's some Beyonce believers. What are Beyonce's people called? The
Bayhive.
The Bayhive, but she calls them something else.
Is that true? Is that what they're actually called?
The Bayhive, apparently.
Yep.
I remember there was Bayhive T-shirts at Coachella that year. Let's go.
Here's a question. Why do you continue to listen to and support Beyonce? That woman has openly said that she stuffs her hoo-ha with pages from the Holy Book. I mean, come on, Beyonce.
Why?
Totally believable.
It's believable that Beyonce does it or believable that she says it?
Believable both. Actually, Beyonce does say weird things sometimes.
I don't even understand how that works. Like, why do you do that?
It's a very interesting way to get paper cuts.
That's true.
But
once she said she had a twin in the womb, but she ate it.
Did she?
Sometimes
really
she just does things.
Is she retarded or stoned?
She doesn't care. She can do no wrong.
Apparently, not according to Yona, whatever this woman's name is.
You know that if you were to have said that about any other religion, your career would be over like that. But
I mean, she's a Christian, so why would she say it about, like, I don't know, the Quran? That'd be weird.
Or what Stephen
You're gonna like stuff stuff up in there that's not even true? Come on now.
why would she stuff the Torah in her fucking snatch if she's not Jewish? It doesn't even make any sense. If you just she apparently loves Jesus so much, she wants to. I don't even understand the love, the Jesus love. I don't get it.
I mean, at least the Torah scroll is phallic.
Remember who made that joke, okay? Because it wasn't us.
Somebody who can make the joke? I'm just saying, I got permission. I'm gonna talk to my rabbi.
It was a Jew. I'm not going to say what a hospital does. They were part of a certain ethnic group that maybe.
We know that the Bible says Christians have always been made fun of, and they always will be made fun of.
But she's a Christian, so what? Is this what you do now for internet fame? You just like start a fight with someone?
Yes.
Well, I mean, these are Protestants, so I don't know what are trad prots. That sounds like trots.
Trad prot. You still order drinks.
Evangelicals, I feel, are more radical because I think there was a pastor that got the American pastor that got deported from Cuba for arguing that God was trans. Like, and this happened like some years ago. Like, it didn't make much. Like, some evangelicals wanted to.
I mean, honestly, I don't
just
think you would
be
get
shut up.
deported from Cuba for that now. I think that'd be fine.
Yeah.
God is trans. That's fine. He's good. He's good. Just move him to the south side of the island. He's fine. We might have some work for him later.
Yeah, this lady probably thinks Beyonce's a Satanist.
Why? Because she's got all that ass? Anyone with all that ass has to be a Satanist.
Little Nas X. All right, let's go.
Until Jesus comes back, and that's on God.
I like the way she said that ending part. On God. Right, to get in with the young people.
I like
On
that.
God.
Until Jesus comes back, like, you know.
Yeah,
Jesus
on God.
is so mad when he comes back.
Jesus comes back. Ooh. Ooh. I wanted to play this for Griscom, but he's taking his sweet time. He's got to fix his fucking hair, drink a fucking Schlitz.
You have a super chat.
You want to read it?
Prairie Fire.
What they say?
Kowalski. I grant you all the Pollock pass except for Ben.
Only Cuba can use that slur.
Jesus comes back. They spelled it comes. That's
Is that the Pollock pass?
the Pollock pass. Yes, not the fish
Oh,
pass.
no.
You thought it was fish.
You made me say it.
Hey, fair enough.
You just said a racism, Toussaint. You always say, I'm not racist. I'm the only anti-racist on this show. You
Never
committed
say that.
racism.
Never said that.
I know, I made that all up. This show is filled with racists. Only the main cast. The guests are good people. The main cast, that chat can never go public. Every time we leave a message, it goes, this message will self-destruct. Can I play the Ben clip? Or do you think people are going to take it out of context?
What context?
I thought it was hilarious. The one that Stefan said.
Oh.
I'll ask Ben right now. Ben, can I play that clip of you in Chinese?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay. You thought I had a clip of you like fucking like
I was very curious what the Ben clip was.
being on a little person or something.
I just thought it was going to be like one of those like Substacks that I get every couple of days.
I just spent 3 days in Rosarito, so you know it's like what was the camera on for?
Yeah, just in the bathroom. David Griscom. I don't know if his internet's frozen or if he naturally looks that ominous. I really hope his internet's frozen because that man looks. David, are you mad or froze?
Nope, he's just David.
I'm having a very stupid issue. If you guys are trying to hold on 1 second, I'm gonna log back in. All right, give me 1 sec.
He does have good hair, though. I think you made a good call on that.
I was like, what's wrong with Griscom? He's like, I've come. The reckoning is here. Kneel before Zod.
I mean, Griscom does kind of have white Jesus hair, so I mean, you know.
He does. Total white Jesus vibe.
He just fucking just comes on the stream and scares the shit out of me. You know, okay, look, I'll do this before Griscom gets on. While we're waiting for him to.
Are you going to talk shit about Texas? Is that what we're going to do?
No. But this is better than that.
Well, I don't know what's better about talking shit about Texas before you start a war, but go ahead.
You have a good point there. You can't fucking.
Georgia.
I mean, if you want to get us canceled from all sides.
Sometimes I try. I am a fan of boxing, and there were some boxing matches recently, and I've never seen this happen of all the boxing that I've seen. This man got knocked out standing and was knocked out so bad that he thought he won the fight. So have you seen this, Derek?
No.
Ben Burgess?
Okay. I think if I haven't seen it, you told me about it.
I think I was laughing real hard about this. All right.
For Lorenzo Medina, 19 years old.
This was crazy.
Undefeated. Can the giant killer find another soul?
You know, switching stances, you can see he's a lot more active early on.
Look at this. He hit him so hard that the guy over there thought he won the fight. He hit him so hard that he thought
he won. Have you ever seen that in your life?
That's
I've never seen that before. Derek, have you ever seen that before?
Nope.
Okay, let's see if David Griscom's going to be nice. David Griscom?
There we go.
Okay. So you're not going to be ominous and weird?
Y'all, give me a break. I've had like the worst tech day today ever. Like,
oh, do you want to see this guy get knocked out and then think he won the fight?
That's what I want to see.
Okay, see that, and that's why people come on this show, just so you guys know.
Oh shit!
It's gonna be fun.
I've never seen anything like this. Temple thinks that the fight is still going on. He's dancing around the ring as if the fight is still on.
Oh shit! He got hit so hard he thought he won.
Where's his corner? Someone needs to help him out. Where's his team?
What's going on?
Someone got to tell me he lost.
Aww. That was bizarre.
But tell him to sit down now. You would think for Lorenzo Medina.
Here's the fight, David.
This was crazy.
Undefeated.
That's not me talking.
Can the giant killer
Sounds just like
another soul?
It does kind of.
He's a lot more active early on.
Oh.
Look at this. He hit him so hard that the guy over there thought he won the fight. He hit him so hard that he thought he won.
Yeah, he saw God.
Yes, he did.
Jesus.
What people don't understand is people go, why didn't the ref jump in sooner? It's very frightening when very large men are throwing punches like that. And you have to try to find your entryway in without you yourself getting knocked out.
Oh, 100%. I mean, it's bad enough in like the NFL and stuff.
Oh, dude, you see referees get just pummeled all. Sometimes it's on purpose. But like that ref, that's a scary thing to try to do because you have to turn your back, you know, and grab the guy getting beat because you want the dude to stop punching, and you hope that he sees you and knows, all right, it's time to stop punching now. But when you're a real fighter, you're trained to keep going until that guy goes down. And not everybody goes down. Not everybody gets knocked out and then falls over. A lot of people get knocked out and they're still standing, their eyes open.
There's some got that Stanley Kubrick stare.
Stanley Kubrick stare. Someone says cue videos of referees getting concussed.
I think in Turkey, like, they have suspended the league because a referee got kicked by the team players.
I mean, occasionally a football ref in Latin America will just get killed. So
that's true. It's a scary business to try to stop people from pummeling each other. UFC is another one. You guys ever see the one where the ref had to put the dude in a lock because the dude woke up? You know, so
are you a big fight guy? I didn't know that.
I am. Yeah, I'm a big combat sports guy. Yeah.
What was the one that was in Saudi Arabia recently? It was like a big heavyweight fight. Doesn't matter, I guess, if you don't know. But it was very funny because it was like right after the Texas game. So I'm at this bar, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's filled, with hundreds of Texas fans, and the game ends. It's like an afternoon game, and then this, they just switched the sound over from the Texas game to the big fight that everyone else in the bar was there for. And the first thing they turned the sound on for was for the fucking Saudi national anthem. And I can tell you the bar was loud as hell, and then it got dead quiet.
Weird.
There's people reckoning with America's place in the world right now that you're sitting at a bar in Austin and listening to the fucking anthem praising the Saudi royal family.
Were they upset about it? Were they like, this is the left's problem? They're infecting all our sports.
Jason is 3 minutes away from yelling "World Star."
I'm not going to yell "World Star" if a referee gets knocked out. I yelled I was at a bar. Ben was there, and he could vouch for me. Someone got knocked out, and I yelled out, "Oh my God, is he okay?" And the bartender said that is the most unmanliest thing I've ever heard somebody yell in a bar watching a fight. I was legitimately worried about that gentleman. He looked like he was out and he wasn't doing well. I don't hide the fact that I'm a fan of Marvel films. And I actually watched the Loki series, the first one. And I thought the ending of that with Jonathan Majors was great. And I was like, Jonathan Majors as Kang the Conqueror is going to be awesome. And then Jonathan Majors got into some trouble. And I don't understand the trouble totally, because I'm still confused on why he was talking to his girlfriend like this. I've never thought these things in my life to say to a partner, but they have the audio of Majors, and this is not a joke. This is really him talking to his girlfriend.
How dare you come home drunk and disturb the peace of our house? No, do you understand that? Because that team, that unit, right? Grace has to be in a certain mindset to support Coretta Scott King. You know who that is? That's Martin Luther King's wife. Michelle Obama, Barack Obama's wife.
It's hard for.
What?
What's he talking about?
I don't understand why his girl has to be like Coretta Scott King and Michelle Obama. Basically, because I don't know what those women are like in their private lives.
This is the truth.
They could be fucking terrors in the house. But apparently, Jonathan Majors would also role play with his girlfriend to act like Coretta Scott King. And Michelle.
That's wild.
Okay.
Ben, you've been married. I've been married. Barnes been married.
Couple
Grisco
times,
been married. Yeah. I'm not going to get into the details of role play, especially since you called me 9 kinds of sissy the other day.
Me?
Yes.
You talk about me talking shit about you on air when you were airing your dirty laundry, and I was like, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, talk to me when you really live a life.
You're just like, when she asked for blah blah blah. I'm like, that's so basic. What's wrong with you?
Did you ever tell your wife at one time to dress up like Hillary Clinton and sashay down the fucking bedroom one way?
Oh yeah, I thought you were
Why did you so king quiet? Of white people.
Everybody's done that.
Why did Derek get so quiet?
Because not just any. I'm just imagining how that would have ended, and it would have ended with me being like probably castrated, like just.
Hey, honey, you know, be really freaky. Dress up like Eleanor Roosevelt. She was a real lady.
They turn castrati.
Toussaint has anyone? Have you ever made anyone do that? Like, hey, you want to really spice it up?
Dress up like FDR. In this chair.
But polio FDR, so get a blanket over the legs.
Exactly what it sounded like.
I mean, to be fair, that does sound like a Jacobin editorial. Anyway,
Ben's like, you know what? Yeah.
Why dressing up like FDR?
The rhythms of Jacobin writing and how it comes out when it's edited. I don't think that particularly sounds like it. Now we could workshop it a little bit until it does.
I still can't believe for the live show, Jordan, was it Jordan and you, Ben, or was it Jordan by herself that made all those fake Jacobin headlines?
It was mostly Jordan. My younger brother actually helped her with that a little bit. He's good at it too, but like all the ones like the Lost History of Socialism's DIY Easy Bake Oven, and like it's what is it? It's like this. There's shit in there like it's not that complicated. We need to like abolish microwave pizza or something like. It wasn't that.
Jeez.
Did I send you that post?
There were a couple that I mean every single one of them was fake. Like the gag was that we asked Bhaskar to identify which ones were real. He actually thought a couple of them might be.
A couple of them were real. Like the look on his face, he was like, "Yeah, man, I don't know about that one. Never mind." You got me there, guys.
I mean, he was like, "If you can write it, do it." Right?
I think he did say that at one point.
Ben's first article in Jacobin, right, was on Deflategate and Lula.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about that at the house the other night.
Yep.
I remember making fun of San Chris's whole like. I
haven't heard that name in a while.
I know. Well, yeah, he mostly writes for First Things now, and it's probably because of this. When he was writing like Game of Thrones would be better if it was socialister. Like, oh yeah, there was a whole series of like, what we really need is a socialist revolution in Game of Thrones, and I'm like,
we need bourgeois revolution in Game of Thrones, though. They need to develop that economy.
Revolutionary steps you need, like maybe even a proper national, like
standing with the bank of whatever the fuck that place was. You know, I can't remember that.
Bravos, yeah.
So we have some footage here of Ben Burgess, and sometimes what he says gets lost in translation. And our good friend and show comrade Stefan ran him and Ben through an AI translator. So now we can hear what Ben Burgess is really saying in his Philosophy for the People show.
代表功利主义，那个
What? What does that have to do with the people in philosophy? Huh, Ben? Hard R. Stefan sent that message this morning. He goes, "Where did Ben come in with the hard R?"
Sounds like Ben.
无论如何，我不支持，但肯定
对，就像你告诉我 B 的新歌对以色列巴勒斯坦的疯狂看法，就像没有读过他或不知道你的看法，我会假设你说了别人没说过的话。
是的，是的，是的，因为他。
There you go, man. TIR. We are racist in so many languages.
I mean, it is Mandarin, but still.
If anyone knows what actually was said there.
Yeah, I mean, I think in English I just said those people, but I translated it.
Prairie Fire just sent a super chat. He said Ben is so canceled. I just posted this one. I can't wait for someone to do some sort of fucking like internet stream. Ben Burgess, the real racist. MLK said, "Watch out for liberals." Ben Burgess drops an N-bomb. MLK predicted this in '64. Like what? MLK predicted this? Man, and he couldn't predict fucking Assassin's Bullet?
Does anyone know how accurate those little AI things are?
The ones I fucked with Spanish are actually, because I could check that, they were actually fairly good.
They're
like,
pretty
it was
good.
kind of disturbing. Yeah.
It's not just like, like Chinatown in a lot of cities, like it will have like the Chinese characters for Fuddruckers. And, like there's no Chinese word for it, so it just is like phonetically saying Fuddruckers.
Oh man, there was a lot of that in Korea too, actually.
I think.
Go ahead, Camille.
Yeah, I think K-pop bands in Japan use the dubbing for their own songs, like for not singing in Korean. But I don't know if they use always like, but that's what I have here.
Kushlik knows what it means. Kushlik, what does it mean? What did he actually say? Ben is countering Kanye. Somebody.
The beignet scandal.
Steve says Ben does have curly hair, so he could pass. Jason, I think I figured out the band. Is the band called Ben Burgess drops Ben Burgess Hard R? The Hard R's. Ben Burgess and the Hard R's. Oh my goodness.
Give me a minute. I need to go find a piece of paper so I could write down the A and R spellings and show them.
Stefan and Jean Bajlan have too much fun with AI. I think I played in the champagne room. Jean Bajlan was making me say things. Or actually, he was doing the book, the mini book in AI. And then he was making me say things about killing white people. And then he made Doug Lane say shit. And then he made Ashley Frawley say shit. But he told me I can't play the Ashley clip.
You can't play the Doug clip either because it was basically like...
I totally played the Doug clip. Derek, did you get the Ashley clip that I sent?
Yes, I got the Ashley clip. Speak of it on air.
It was kind of funny. I can't play it on air. It's kind of mean.
I mean, there's the other one where, like, he also made woke Ashley, which was really funny.
We should do that. We should just make fake things that people say and put it out there, and then see people just go crazy with it. Like someone's gonna see this Ben Hard R thing, and the Vanguard is gonna do a whole thing about this. Like, dude, the left is shocked. Ben Burgess thought he was a man of the people. Gets the white people. Revolutionary Blackout's gonna do like a 9-hour stream. We try to nail y'all. White leftists. Using the N-word.
Which would actually be the third or fourth
9 hours
stream about me. So yeah, I guess why
They
not?
really love you, don't they, Ben?
I really managed to miss all this, like both about me, and I don't hear about it because I don't know.
I'm counting the one about that wasn't just about me. That was about like the problematic wedding photo. But I think there are at least like 2 or 3 that are like Ben Burgess does this or that.
What is it about Ben that gets people wild? Because like we all got haters out there, but Ben's got like real haters, and it just it's truly
because
amazing.
Ben doesn't really fight back that hard, so they can just keep kicking.
You think?
Yeah, I do.
I don't know, because like, look, the kind of deranged podcast guys, like that's just their kind of bread and butter, and Ben is a good stand-in for I don't know Jacobin or something like that, right?
I mean, fair,
but it's not just those guys. It's like there's a whole Twitter world too that acts like Ben is like the sleeper agent of American fascists. And I tell my normal friends who like I guess they're not super normal because they read Jacobin, but funny. They're not like super online and all this kind of stuff, and they all love Ben. I'm like, I'll tell them, like, Ben's got like a lot of crazy haters. Like Ben is like the nicest seeming guy in the world.
I really do think it's part of it, like because like some people have reputations that maybe they'll fight you in an alleyway if you were to like start too much of a fight. I don't know anyone like that.
Ben went on Joe Rogan, and everybody wanted him to go on Joe Rogan, put his dick on the table, slap the fuck out of Joe Rogan like Steven Seagal.
You like LBJ, like this is why I'm here.
All right, Rogan.
Why do you want socialized healthcare? You just pull your nutsack out. This
is why, Rogan, you fascist fucking turd. And he pulls out a hammer and sickle shirt and a machine gun that's really a water gun. And yeah, that's what you were supposed to do, because that's what everybody would have done on Joe Rogan, because they all would have got the phone call. So yeah, it's interesting because when you listen to right-wing radio like I am.
Oh, my brother, trust me. All these people, this certainly predates February 2022.
People have been hating on Ben a long time.
But when you listen to right-wing radio and you hear what they hate, like what they really hate, you're like, oh man, these guys on Twitter don't even know what the fight is about. Like they're fighting a whole different fight than what these people are actually mad about. And they seem to be unified in their anger. They seem to have like a company line. Because remember when like the right just hated gays? Not anymore.
It did.
What'd you say?
It did. Like, as if that's an interesting past tense that you put on that, my friend.
Oh, dude. You need to listen.
It is interesting because I do see the hardline like holdouts who are still all about that, like on Twitter, certainly. Like, there's definitely like there are definitely the people who are still like the culture war equivalents of those Japanese soldiers, like hanging out in caves for the next 25 years after the early 1960s, and somebody has to go try to convince them that the empire surrendered. There are definitely people like that for that issue. I will say I do kind of know what Jason's talking about because I have seen. Okay, for example, we were talking about Dave Rubin earlier, right? Dave Rubin and his husband, they had a kid, right? It's a surrogate. And when they did the announcement, now were there like right wing, like really ghoulish, like weirdos online who are like super mad at them, and it's like, oh, surrogacy is evil, whatever. This is there were, but like the fucking The Blaze Twitter account, was like, oh, hey, congratulations, Dave, that's awesome, right? Because it's like at this point, I think they kind of realized that they lost that one, and they're better off moving on to the cultural Marxist, trans, whatever it is they're mad about this week.
They definitely don't. They still do not like trans people. That's definitely part of it.
I'll tell you though, like if you all have been paying attention to, it is the reason for the season, our Christian brothers and sisters out there. I mean, look at what's going on in the Methodist Church, where it's like a huge schisms going on right now over LGBTQ rights.
Trans or all of them?
Gay people.
All of them. Yeah. This is the thing. Like
there's a deep hatred. I sat in that car.
But what I'm saying right now is that the Methodist Church, which had become, or at least was trending in a fairly progressive direction, right? That was a church that had women ministers and things like that. And while hadn't sort of like ordained and backed same-sex marriage necessarily, it sort of opened up to it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And there has now been a massive exodus of congregations across the country of the Methodist denomination, which is one of the largest and most influential of the evangelicals in the country.
Are they joining Hamas?
Yeah. No, they're creating. It's very Trotskyist, I gotta say, as for Ben. It's always funny to see like what they call themselves. Because the initial is like the United Methodist Church, right?
Prots.
Yeah, exactly. And now the new conservative offshoot is the Global Methodist
United
Church.
Methodist Church, Marxist Leninist.
The Fourth International.
I mean, it's funny though, because basically that mirrors the debate from 15 years ago in the Episcopalian Church, where like half the communion left to join an African Anglican. But I actually, me who lives in the heart of Redville, literally, you don't get that many states more red than Utah.
You are from Georgia,
and I was born in Georgia, but I live in Utah. The DeSantis stuff, if you actually read the comments on any of that stuff, if you make the mistake of doing that, Dave Rubin is like Candace Owens. That's just a nice face to put in the front.
Oh, I agree. With that wholeheartedly.
Oh, sure, but like they have but I think there is a shift though, right? Because like there would have been a time where like in the 90s.
Oh, there would have been a time where they would have been open about it. Yeah. I was listening to, every now and then I listen to old Alex Jones stuff because I hate myself, and I forgot how open it was, like up until like 2010.
You mean turning the frogs gay?
Well, no, I mean it's all gay people are pedophiles, like all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just gonna tell you, like that groomer stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
It's come back. That's not.
I'm sorry.
That's
It's
not
like I totally.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I totally agree that like the lines are moving pretty fast, and like that's like the turning points. People I feel like are getting almost hit with it because they were sort of like, let's move on from that and sort of do this other kind of conservative nonsense.
Because there's right wing.
Like,
there's
the future.
Like
but those guys who are deep in the trenches, as Ben was saying, are realizing that actually the war's still going on, and they're like sprinting up to the front lines. Is sort of what's happening. Like a lot of those guys who've just sort of like, all right, I'm just going to be quiet about this for the next decade. We thought, okay, well, those people will sort of go extinct. Now I think that they're seeing a lot more opportunity to bring a lot of that stuff back.
It's like if that Japanese soldier got a whole battalion and like invaded Phnom Penh or something. Like I don't know. Like,
I do wonder, right? Because I definitely think there's a sense, which is what you guys are saying is true, right? I mean, there is like there's definitely like a chunk of the base that for sure still cares about that, right? But I wonder, right? Because it's like even like I remember seeing like a clip of Marjorie Taylor Greene, and somebody was asking her about gay marriage, and she. And she kind of went through the motions of being like, of course, I'm against that. But like, she seemed very defeatist about ever doing anything about it. And that's like Marjorie Taylor Greene, like, I wonder how much, I don't know. I mean, I wonder how much anybody in a position of any kind of power, like really thinks that's still a fight can win.
Even in Argentina, like, I don't think Milei is going to overturn gay marriage.
You said in Argentina they're not going to overturn gay marriage?
No, I don't see that happening. But yeah, the weird thing is, I think they might go against abortion, but in order to overturn it, they need the support for parents, which are very divided on our social issues. And the Peronis, the media knows are the most in Buenos Aires, where generally more progressive, but the ones in the rest of the country are much more conservative. But I don't think Milei is going to try to go against gay marriage. But yeah, that is something that would be slightly strange in some narratives. Because Meloni, I think, for example, she clearly does seem to try to have some backlash against gay marriage.
You said does have something against gay marriage or does it not?
Yes, but I'm not sure how, because the European Union, like I think they have some sort of structural backing, so it's difficult to, for example, not recognize the unions, like made in other countries. So yeah, it's kind of confused the way that kind of the right could back all the way back. I think in that sense they have focused much more on opposition to trans rights rather than on gay rights in general.
Well, now that I pissed everybody off and we got serious, it all started Ben saying the N-word. That's what started this all off. Guess I fucking learned my lesson. No more doing the Ben N-word.
Yeah.
Joke.
Jesus, Jason. Next few times I say that, you got to keep it to yourself.
Next few times.
More than that, I can understand at that point. It's like, all right, he's not going to stop until I say something about it on air.
I can end with either a return to happy dancing or Nazi elves.
We're in your flock, friend.
You guys have to tell me where to go. I can either end with we did in the champagne room the other night. We ended on a very happy note, reminding people the joy of being in shared spaces. Toussaint had sent me this video she wanted me to watch on. It was like about Puffy and Snoop Dogg and Spotify and a bunch of other stuff. And I had just driven back from the Bay Area, and it was like a turnaround trip. I drove all the way up, came all the way back, and then just still kind of, how you're like wired after a long drive, but you think you're awake and you're not. And my body just like the power went out, and I woke up, and there was another documentary on, and it happened to be about grunge, and I was like, man, this Puffy thing got weird. But watching people at shows talking about bands and music, which is something that it's a little different now because people go to festivals, and the festival isn't a local show, right? We always talk about our local movements and getting in these meet spaces, and there was something about having a scene that was your city scene and going to local little shows and your little shitty dives and the fun we had when we did stuff like that. You weren't going to hear about it on the internet, right? You had to be there to know about it. So we found a video of like a public access video of an old rapper. This is like 1974. And these people are doing this cool little dance. Or I found this insane film that I've never seen before about Nazi elves. Toussaint?
Do the dance.
Okay, Toussaint says do the dance. Toussaint's never wrong. I'll find the dance again. We can't go wrong with the dance, right?
It's the same one?
It's the same one.
That was awesome.
The dance was awesome. It made me smile. Did it make you smile?
It did.
Do you think it'll make Ben and David Griscom and Derek Varn smile?
No.
I do.
Wow, Derek Varn.
Derek,
You want to see Kanye again, Derek Varn? Is that what you want?
No. You show me not to, yo.
You want more Kanye? We should give Griscom some Kanye before he goes, so he can just be mad in his house.
He's like, why would you want
Honestly,
me to
at
be
this
mad?
point, I don't think there's anything any Kanye I could see that could give him mad.
Oh, no. Anti-Semitic Kanye should do it.
I want to see Kanye. If anybody has like any hidden camera footage of Kanye watching 21 Jump Street when it briefly convinced him to not be anti-Semitic.
Yeah, didn't he say that? Like he
Yeah,
watched
he
it.
did say that. He said at one point that he was fine with Jews now because he'd watched 21 Jump Street.
What a weird thing to say. Yeah, oh Kanye. That's all you can say. Oh Kanye. It was a Jew. All right. David Griscom, Ben Burgess, Camilo Gomez. Enjoy this. This is what the holiday spirit is about right now. I want everyone, when you're with your family and after you guys already had the argument at the dinner table, and your uncle says the real fucked up shit about Israel and Palestine, bust out into this dance right here and everything will be fine.
Real big clap. All y'all freeze. One more clap. Bust out, please. Real big clap. Everybody shout. One more clap. Toot your booty out. Real loud clap. Everybody freeze. One more clap. Bust out, please. Real big clap. Everybody freeze. One more clap. New wave, please. Get it big. Get that new wave. Real loud.
Griscom, can I do this at your wedding?
Yes, you can. I was about to say. I need to coordinate a little bit, but I'm down.
Like, you don't know how bad I want to do this at your wedding. Ben, would you dance if I do this at the wedding?
Only one way to find out.
Oh, shit.
Clap. All y'all freeze. One more clap. Bust out, please. All the men say,
You know what's really funny? Everybody in this video is 21 years old.
hey, yo. All the women say, yo. Everybody say, yo. The what? Yo what? Yo what? Taught me well.
And on that note, on that cheery, fun note, signing off for the rest of the year. Derek, why are you so sad? We were just virtually dancing together. You need to turn your frown upside. I'm not going to sign off until you fucking turn your frown upside down. God damn it!
Whoa.
He's trying so hard not to smile. Look at him. Look at him trying not to smile. Hey, you're not going to fucking Grinch your way out of this one. Hell no. Stop it. You know that shit touched your fucking soul, didn't it? Didn't it? Look at me in my virtual eyes, didn't it? No, it didn't.
Noia.
It did. He's gonna do that move in his house right now. That's why he wants to. David, before we go, what are your New Year's resolutions?
Eat more barbecue.
Oh wow. Okay, that's fair. Ben Burgess, New Year's resolution.
You gonna do a joke one or the real one?
Whatever. I don't.
Okay.
You're afraid to say it like when you wish at the mall, like you throw the fucking. No, don't say it.
No, in all seriousness, like set a fucking time of the night where I stop working. Like, I mean, it's such a simple thing. It's like I think like 2024 would be like 100 times better. If I got myself to just like no working under any circumstances after like 8 or something, 8:30.
That is a good resolution that I need to fucking do too. This comment just came in for Derek Varn.
I don't have any children.
Are you supposed to clap?
Really easy thing.
Real big clap. No kids, please. Derek, New Year's resolution.
Let's see. Finish writing my book and to finally take care of all my enemies.
Wow.
Okay. I hope I'm on the non-naughty list. Camilo, New Year's resolution.
To travel.
It's always a good one. Tucson.
Better sleep hygiene.
Is
What
that
is
like
sleep hygiene? Is that,
Yeah, was
is
it
that
like
bathing in
sleep?
sleep?
Is that like washing your feet before you get into bed? What is that?
Cutting your hair with melatonin?
Fucking sleep hygiene.
Doing all the things that you know will help you sleep better.
Oh, what is that? Like now you can't just say sleep hygiene. Everybody else says simple shit, and you wanted to be the difficult one.
Just it also involves not working at a certain time and getting to bed on time, doing things that relax you before bed instead of things that stress you out.
So no revolutionary masturbation before bed.
No,
I knew you were going to bring that up. I knew you were going to bring up revolutionary masturbation. I don't like.
What the hell did I miss earlier today?
You got 2 hours, and you didn't do it, and then at the very last minute you dropped it in. And I'm just going to say the same thing I said to you when you dropped it in the chat. You're right. Masturbation is an activism, but most activism is masturbation. So.
Oh, Prairie Fire says I'm going full John Brown next year. That could mean a lot of things. I hope that means it's gonna
staying alive.
Yeah, stay alive.
I mean, like that could mean start a cult. That could mean start a terrorist action. That could mean I'm going to read it as start a cult. Yeah.
Stop edging before bed. Somebody said there was a resolution. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Hope everybody has a good holiday. Whatever holiday you're celebrating. Tucson is in the 4th day of Kwanzaa. What's going on with you right now?
I don't celebrate Kwanzaa.
Because you're racist?
No, and I think it comes later. I don't think it's around now.
That's what she said. Or that's what I told her.
Wow. What was your New Year's resolution?
Meeting her.
Oh boy, you met her how many times?
Instead of masturbating the revolution away. Wait, what was it? What was the thing again? What was the thing again they were doing? It was revolutionary pleasure. What was it called again? Pleasure revolts or something? What was it called?
Derek remembers.
What was it, Derek? Was it pleasure revolt? What was it called?
It's like revolutionary. It was like revolutionary pleasure.
Yeah, like you can't stop me from jerking off. Okay. Sorry there. You're not gonna sad me into not fucking slapping his ham.
Oh man, gooning in Red October. That's where we're at.
Someone make a meme of that. Gooning in Red October.
No, don't make a meme of that. Do not make a meme of that. But
if you make a meme of it, can you guys clear the sample and at least say it started on TIR, please? Please. That video, when other people posted it, they put music to it. It's got millions of views.
Yeah, they played it on Chapo.
They played on a lot of places. I think it's on like daytime radio. Like it's revolutionary.
reactionary gooning.
Oh, reactionary gooning. Oh.
Revolutionary masturbation versus reactionary gooning.
That's going to be the show we start the year with.
Although that makes the White Army really funny.
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna leave out on that one.
You may not have kids, but you told the dad joke.
It was a dad. It's a dad joke. If the dad joke was leaving comments on Pornhub, but
lots of dads leave comments on Pornhub.
I figured that's most.
We call them stepfathers, and I think we just saw one of those earlier on the show before Crisco came on.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Thank you guys. We got some. Look, please stay tuned. Tomorrow night we have a special guest. Thursday special guest. I think there's some more special guests coming up. We're definitely doing some best of stuff. Thank you guys for being a part of this thing. My New Year's resolution is to continue to be able to do this stuff. Finally get now the series out, Kayfabe, which was going to be a movie. Now it's a fucking series, and that's a whole other bag of worms that I
After this episode, Jason, I think I'm going to have to start a ballet as interpretive dance for Adriana Dorkwin to like clear all my history and my name. So thanks.
For those of you that don't know who that is, she was a poet and activist. Is she the one that said all sex is rape?
Yes. I mean, no, but yes.
You said that was Catherine Liu? No, it wasn't.
No,
You leave my mom alone.
Catherine McKinnon, I said.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Catherine Liu. I was like, you leave mom out of this.
But yeah. Anyway, I just gotta.
I'm not gonna riff on that. That can only lead to bad things. So.
Good job, Ben.
Merry Christmas, friends.
See you guys, and we are